Hey everyone, here's some clips from my first trail ride on the Floatwheel ADV2. This was my first time at this trail, and I was a little sick at the time, so I wasn't pushing it. In my last few videos, I had sensor issues, which led to some ghosting. Tony sent out a new set of foot pads, so I wanted to go ride again. After replacing the foot pads, I was still having sensor issues. I ended up opening up the controller box and found out that I had a bad connection with my wires for the sensor pad and the lid. I tried replacing the wires and it was still a bad connection, so I went ahead and just put some electrical tape to hold it in place better. I was hoping I was going to be able to test out remote tilt on this ride, but my remote was having issues as well. I got a pub mode which just connects pretty simply over VESC Express, but it's having issues charging right now, so I'm waiting on a replacement for that. Before ordering that, I actually had tried to use my Hoyt puck remote, which I use on my other one wheels, but PPM is already being used in some weird configuration that Tony set up, so PPM remotes don't work with the ADV2. I'm also still waiting on a few foothold variations that I ordered, and I should be able to test those out in a few weeks and post a review. Overall, the board feels pretty solid riding on trails. I think my PSI is still set at about 11 or 12. It's still gonna take some time to get used to the weight when going over bumps. It doesn't bonk the same as my XR, which really hops up in the air over bumps. This thing jumps up a little bit and then drops to the ground pretty quick. Later in the video, I actually almost crashed because I go over a dirt mound and the weight of the board shifted underneath me. Another thing I noticed on this ride is just the power of the Cannon Core motor going up hills. It's got a lot of torque and pretty easily handled hills that I don't think my 84 volt XR would go up. Also, I noticed my motor temp didn't rise too much when going up a hill. I actually changed a few more settings that Surfdado had recommended in his most recent ADV2 video. I'll link that below in the video description. Also, if anyone hasn't seen, there is a ADV2 that caught on fire about a week ago, which seems to be possibly because the cells had dropped too low and then they attempted to charge it and go for a ride. This is a bit concerning that the BMS isn't keeping an eye on that, and I recommend anyone that has the board or plans on getting it to keep a close eye on how low they let their battery get. Back there on that wipeout, I actually dropped my phone and didn't notice until I went back on the trail another round. So that's it for now. Hopefully I get the footholds in and a new pub moat in the next few weeks, and I can go for a proper trail test and push the thing a bit harder. Have a great day and float on.
Shit.